Hi guys, look what I bought. It's a new keyboard. So this is the Casio CTK-5200. It cost me $319 Australian. I figured at that price, it's got a handful of piano sounds that I enjoy. I would just spend the money and get myself a brand new keyboard with 5 years warranty, and not be relying on my MM6, which is having the intermittent faults. I did put the MM6 in to be looked at properly this time, but unfortunately it's not looking very good. You know, it's just not happening whenever I get it into the store. It's with the repairman at the moment. I guess I'll find out whether he finds anything, but as I said, it's not looking good. So to solve the problem, I have a new keyboard. Now, it mightn't be as fancy or good as my MM6, but it is a lightweight keyboard with what I feel is a nice piano sound. There's a few that I like, which is basically all I need for busking. So I thought I would just open it up with you guys. It's about the same size as my MM6, so I can fit it into my current hard case and not have to spend more money on a new case. It can run on batteries, but I'm not sure whether I'll do that because I have my little motorcycle battery that I can run off of. I guess I'll learn soon whether I've got the right connection to go into this keyboard, because it will be a different adapter, I'd say, from Yamaha. But I do have about, I don't know, another 9 different adapters that came with my little connection. So yeah, I'll have a look at that. If I don't have one that fits, I guess I'll be going for double A's. But anyway, I'm going to be able to go busking again without it being a huge hassle. So let's open this box, hey? So I'm trying to think what else I liked about this keyboard. I like the fact that it comes with a built-in stand, so I don't need a separate music stand to hold my tablet. Casio just released a new keyboard, which this is basically the older model of. And that one's called the CTK-5200. And that one was in the store. And I tested that one out as well as this one to decide which way I wanted to go, because the new one was a little bit more expensive, as you would expect, but there weren't really too many differences. I plugged both of these into an amplifier and had a listen to how they came through, as well as just playing them through their inbuilt speakers. And I actually found I preferred this one, which is why I bought this one. Which is quite interesting because, you know, you'd think the new one would be the way to go. Now, when I got my MM6, I was told to sort of stay away from Casios, that Casios were for beginners, and that since I was a professional, I should be getting myself a professional keyboard. And I mean, it was sort of more true at the time, because I didn't have my digital piano that I have now for gigs. So it was my only performance keyboard. But nowadays, whenever I gig, I'm, other than say the Kent Town, which is a busking spot really, I will take the digital piano. And I think my digital piano is a P105, and I think that cost me about $800 as well. So the busking keyboard really doesn't have to be anything super fancy. Just has to play, you know, make some sound. That'd be really good. And I really do enjoy having a nice piano sound, but I feel like I got that in this keyboard. So, you know, sometimes you don't have to spend upwards of $500 to get something that you like. This is definitely geared towards beginners, people that are just learning, but it doesn't mean that I can't make use of it as well. So there are another couple of contenders that I was looking at, and one of them was sort of like the the version of the MM6 that's out now, which is an MX61. So obviously by Yamaha. And that was like a synthesizer, just like the MM6. It's pretty cool. It's $799, including this awesome gig bag, which you can wear as a backpack, which sounds really cool if, say, I was to travel interstate and I didn't want to have my hard case. That was like a real attractive thing about the MX61. It also, you know, of course, sounded really nice. And the other one that I was looking into, because the Casio CTK-5200 was recommended to me by a viewer, along with the Roland Go keys. And Roland Go range are really aimed at buskers. So, I mean, it was good to look into that. We don't have them here in Australia yet. I mean, I can get them online, but not in the music store that I went to yesterday and bought this. And from what I saw online, I wasn't a huge fan of the piano sounds, but, you know, I kind of feel like I'm a bit of a sound snob. You like what you like, you know, it's always going to vary from person to person. So I like this one, but other people may hate it. So we've got the stand there. It's curved, which is interesting. It's not going to be great for me, I don't think, but whatever. The keyboard I had from growing up and before I got the MM6 was a Casio. And I used some horrible sounds on it. There's some videos from 2010. Oh, I hate the way they sound now. But, you know, I was happy with it at the time until it started distorting on my amp. That's when I got the MM6. Oh, I think I do have one that matches this. Right. There she is. So, I'll give you a look. So, you know, pretty sleek design. Certainly not silver, but it's not a hideous colour, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's a pretty flimsy sort of music stand. It doesn't even want to lock into place. So maybe I will still use my music stand. Whatever. Okay, let's get this adapter and get it plugged in. It's always a fun day when you get to first play or use your new piece of musical equipment. Okay. Turned on. Here is your stereo grand piano. So then we've got bright piano. I hate bright pianos. It's just so tinny. We move into grand piano. I think stereo grand piano has a nicer sound to it. Classic piano. So that one's quite nice, quite soft and mellow. This is what they call a rock piano. Horrible. For what I do, you know. Now this is stereo mellow piano. I'll probably use that one, to be honest, but you know, maybe I will change it up every now and again. We've got a couple of more bright pianos. Horrible. Still horrible. Modern piano. Don't like that one either. LA piano. Oh, dance piano. Ugh. Mellow piano. Nice, but not as nice as the stereo mellow piano. This is strings piano. That's alright. I personally like to layer strings over a piano track and bring the strings very low, so it's just really adding and not taking away. Hi Lily. That one's not too bad. I've tried the layer feature in here. I might be able to see something more in the book, but I couldn't find where to adjust a volume, and it was just so loud, it was really atrocious. So I wasn't keen on that. This is piano pad. It's kind of cool. It's like not an everyday sort of sound, but you know, bright piano pad. Well, can you guess whether I'm going to like this on or not? No, not for me. Synth style or stereo piano. It's alright. Choir piano. Oh, choir reminds me of being a kid. I loved putting it into choir mode and just hearing them go ooh ah ooh 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 ah. The fun. Anyway, voice piano. There's the R's. Gosh, I remember the Casio now. Piano chime. Oh no, honky tonk, 2-octave piano. So if you don't want to play an octave, you can just hit one key and it'll play it for you. 1-octave piano. Okay, so that's what's happening there. We go a little less of a space between the notes. Electric grand. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we sort of start to get into all the sounds that I will just never use. Harpsichord and strings. A bunch of electric pianos, like... basically, I liked the stereo mellow piano, and a few of the other ones. So I'm pretty excited to go out and test my new keyboard. Thinking, why is it so heavy? I'm going onto the table. Silly. So yeah, problem solved. Okay, so new piano for the win. I will be going out busking with it over the weekend because it's Adelaide Fringe time. And just quickly, let's see if my battery connection works. No, it's not looking right. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, hi cat. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and I don't have one of those. So, double A's it is. I found it. Wait. This one's voice, ah.